Hey y'all, how you doing? It's me, Debbie Lynn, coming back at you from Greenville, South Carolina. Well, alright people, I want to tell you a little bit about hell, okay? Somebody asked me about, hell and everything, and I want to explain. I want to explain this to you because you're not understanding. And so here's how it goes. Mama and daddy, your cousins, your brother, your sister, your loved one, your enemy, all the rest are not burning in hell. No. And they're not in heaven. Nope. Nope. Nobody is. Nobody is. You're like, what? My mama was in heaven. My daddy is in heaven. My brother's in heaven. No. I'm sorry. And I hate to bust your bubble, but no, you're wrong. And the thing about it is, it says it in the Bible. Yeah. Yeah. Because in Revelation it says that Jesus comes back with a loud trump, loud enough to wake the dead. And that's what he does. He wakes the dead, and then they're on the journey home. Okay, they're in their pit. Okay, you heard of the pit? Hell, a pit, hell, Sheol, Hades. Yeah, Google it in. You're gonna find, and I know you're probably thinking, oh, you can't believe everything here, but it's not just on that; it's the Bible too. Okay, so, and if you don't want to Google it in, look it in the Bible. Don't take my word. Go to the Bible. That's the best place to look for it anyway, right? King James. Anyway, here's the thing about it. When family die, they go to the grave. They go to the grave. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, right? Okay, now since ashes to ashes, dust to dust, what's that tell you? We're pretty much dirt. That's why we ain't worthy, for God. And we're dirt. So when somebody says that they think that they're better than you, you can look at them and say, hey, you're no better than me because you're made of dirt. Okay? You let them know that they was made of dirt. And I don't see where anybody could be better than me, especially when they're made of dirt. Right? Think about it. Anyway, it says that Adam and Eve, you brought them up from dirt. Right? So, since we get that part of the way, now let's go back to the hell. The hell thing, well, let's not go to hell, but the hell thing is the grave. Believe it or not. It's a pit, ain't it? As a pit, yeah. And the thing about it is, they say, oh, Hitler, let's say Hitler. Hitler's in hell burning and the devil's probably fucking him in that. No. Nope. It don't go that way. Hitler's not there. No. Saddam Hussein? No. Sorry. When God comes, like you said with the trump, the ones who are righteous will wake up and come to heaven. And the ones who are not will stay in the pit, in that grave, never to wake. And it says in the Bible, a dead man knows nothing. Okay? Now how can you be in hell and know that there's fire hitting you and all that? Because if you knew that, then you'd have everlasting life. Well, you don't have everlasting life in hell. You only have it in heaven, right? Think about that. Yeah. So, everything what you've been told is kind of wrong now, right? You got to know the truth, people. You need to know the truth. And a lot of the preachers and pastors and all that, they tell you what they want to hear because they grew up a certain way too. They grew up saying, oh, we didn't eat our vegetables, we go to hell. We didn't clean our room, we go to hell. We wear this and we go to hell. But it don't say that in the Bible. But they're going to preach it, to their congregation. That's why I stopped going to churches. Because I was hearing so many stories from what they wanted to say and not talking about the true gospel. Okay, the true gospel of God. So, here's the thing about it. When you die, you do not go to heaven or hell until God or Jesus returns. You're stuck in that pit waiting for him to return. And it says in the Bible, a dead man knows nothing. Nothing. So, if you're dead, you know nothing, when he does come back, you either stay in the pit, that's your hell, you stay in the pit, and the dead man knows nothing, so it's like you're asleep. Or you go to the new world, or I ain't gonna say new world, or however you say it, you go to the new kingdom, what Jesus, made for his people. So, that's what happens. And, the hell concept, the Bible talks about love, not hate. What God would sit there and put somebody in a big old fire pit? Now, come on now, just think about it. What God would put you in a fire pit and say, this is your destiny? No. God loves you. He's not going to do that. And, that'd be a very vengeful God. That would be a scary God, wouldn't it? For God to come off and say, put you in a big old bunch of fire and just push you straight down, and then you swim all the way up to the top, and all of a sudden you say, Lord, when is this going to stop? And he goes, never! And just and throws you. Come on. That ain't how it goes. That ain't how he is. God loves you. I love you. I hope you all love him, and I hope you love me. The thing about it is, it don't happen like what you think. And a lot of people don't understand this, and they're getting the wrong message when they do go to churches. I'm not saying don't go to church, because church is good for fellowship. That's what church is about. Yeah, fellowship. Because you want to have, as one or two or three come into my name, we have church. If we're talking about it right now and you're on my page, we're having church. We're having church. Whether you like it or not, we're having church. So, I'm letting you know that it's not a burning hell, not one bit. Now, they do talk about hellfire. Hellfire in the Bible. Sodom and Gomorrah. They think, what, screwing and all that? No. It's not about that either. That's more about the city itself being unrighteous. They was told to go find 3 righteous people or just 2 righteous people. If you can find 2 righteous people, I'll spare the city. That's what the Bible said. Well, the people went, and they could not find not one, nobody righteous. Sodom and Gomorrah and all that, well, they turned them into a pillar of salt. It's the town. It was the town that he done this to. It's not just the people. It was the town. And he peppered them with sulfur balls. If you go there right now to this day, you can find sulfur balls on the ground from where it happened. And then Gomorrah, when she was walking off, she was told not to, but she looked back and she turned into a pillar of salt because she was not righteous. She still was not righteous. That's why they was told, if you could find 1 or 2 people, I think it was, he will spare the city. But they could not, because she done proved it. She had to look back because that was her lifestyle. She loved it. And that's what happened. And then she turned into a pillar of salt. That's what's going to happen, folks, when hellfire hits earth at the end of days. But it's like taking a match. If you take a match, and let's say you take a match and you light it. Well, that match is going to go down. That hellfire, let's say hellfire hit right now. That match is going to go down. It will it will extinguish because it will only burn so long on top of the earth, right? So you flip it around, and then all of a sudden it just engulf it, and then it finally go out. That's what's going to happen with the earth when the end of time happens. And the people, what's in the ground, will come to Jesus, and he'll bring them forth. And then you'll all be at the supper table together, and you'll have a big old feast, together. And it's not that you have to eat in heaven, because you don't need no food in heaven, but you're going to have a feast up in heaven because you're going to be up there having it with the Lord. And then when you're having it with the Lord, then you know that you're going to have a heck of a feast, because if it's even just gospel, or if it's just being around Jesus, that's all that matters. I don't care if I'm eating pizza or an apple or nothing at all, as long as I'm with the Lord. So, That's what we need to think, people. And I'm not trying to get religious on everybody here, but some of y'all are religious, and I want y'all to know the truth of some of this. And I want to ease your mind, because mom and daddy, and just because you're something, or transgender, or gay, or bi, or feet, or I'm not saying it's good to steal. Don't do that stuff. But I'm telling you, you're not in a burning hell, and neither is your family. And the Bible talks about love, not hate, and not to burn people up like that. That's not what it's about. And you're probably thinking, oh, what about Lazarus and all that? Yeah, Lazarus was dead, and he said, come forth. And the people said, why bring him forth? Because he would stinketh. And Jesus said, don't worry about him stinking. Or whatever he said. I can't say it exactly how he said it, because I ain't got the Bible in front of me. I'm just saying it from my own words. So I'm letting you know that too, because I don't want to give you the wrong message either. But he said, come forth, Lazarus, and Lazarus came forth. And if you know anything about any kind of burning hell, it'd be advertised all over everywhere right now. And we would know what hell was about. We would know what it looked like and everything. And we don't. But we just got a concept in our head from what we was growing up, and we heard from growing up. And not only that, our parents the same way. They heard the same different stuff growing up, and you got to figure old timers, they believed a different way than the new timers do. But one thing about it all, God is still the same today as he was yesterday. Okay? So let's remember that. But the thing about it is, the Bible talks about love, not hate. Okay? And yes, transgenderism is in the Bible, and it says to accept it, and I can prove it. And whoever wants to challenge me on it, that's fine, because I'm prepared for that. And I'm prepared for a lot of things like this. And so, and, you know, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to preach at y'all, but, you know, I was asked about hell. Okay? Somebody emailed me and asked me about it. So I'm letting you know, don't worry. Keep that tranny off the barbecue. Because I know that you get bashed. I know we all get bashed, and people say, oh, you're going to hell, and this and stuff. But see, you know, if they was so much to know about hell and all that, well, then they need to sit back and look at themselves and say, hey, I'm just telling this person that I'm sending them to hell. Because they're pretty much telling you to go to hell, I think, because if they're looking to look at you and say, you're going to hell, then they just pretty much told you you're going to hell. You're going to go to hell. You know? No. The Bible talks about love. And that's all he wants. He wants us to love each other. And he loves us for who we are, because he knows us before we was born. And so he knows what you are, and he knows who you are. And your life was planned. Okay? Your life was planned. And whether you like it or not, it was planned. We was here for a purpose, right? And this could be a purpose. You never know. You never know, because the Lord works in mysterious ways. And I kind of feel this was a way for me. I kind of do. Because he brought me to somebody what didn't really have much in life. And I got her, and she's got me. And now we make the best of things now. And because she didn't have nobody. And you see what I'm going through. So now we got each other, right? And so that's all that matters. And, you know, it is what it is. But, like I said, quit worrying about hell, because it's not what you think it is. Hell, Hades show, if you Google it in, and really do some research it. You're going to find out that the Bible is made out of Greek mythology. And if you don't know what Greek mythology is, I'm not saying the Bible ain't true. I'm just saying it was written out of Greek mythology. It's like Zeus, Thor, Medusa, Greek mythology, gods. So that's what the Bible is written out of. But, you know, I'm not saying it, you know, I don't know what I'm really trying to say on that part, but I'm just letting you know, I do believe in God, and I do believe in the Lord, and I want you to know He does love you, and you're not going to burn in a hell. I hope you all understand this, and I hope it eases your mind, because a lot of people worry about this too. You know, they're scared to death, and they shouldn't be, because it's not what they think it is. Okay, and do some research on it. Google it in, research it, research it. Don't just take my word. Research it. Okay, so you make sure you do that. So I just wanted to put this out here because a lot of people, you know, I've had a few responses on a Bible thing, and so I was wanting to let them know about the hell. Okay, and it's not what they think it is. Hell is it's different. Okay. I guess I'm gonna get off here. I've done running up 15 minutes, so I guess I'll talk to y'all after a while.